review it. I know exactly who to call to review this with. Hey, I got a movie for us to review.
What is it this time? I'll be there in a little bit.
One.
Meme review!
What is up, my veggies? My name is VeggieTales Raymond, and welcome back to another movie review. And today, I'm here joined by Tanner to review this.
I want to kill myself.
Now, first things first.
I'm being 100% serious.
Well, what I'm going to say first is, we did not watch this just me and him. Teal and Will, hey, their names sound similar, joined us for this. But Teal left before we were able to review it, and so did Will.
The bunch of jerks.
They had to endure, at least they had to endure watching it still. But
Yeah,
we have to talk about it.
We have to talk about. We're gonna have an intellectual conversation
About Thumb Wars.
What is it called? The Phantom Cuticle.
I have a lot to say about that title, actually. But let's go ahead and talk about why does this even exist. I didn't do any research on it, but I think it's a parody movie, obviously.
Yeah.
And you can't really count this as a movie because it's only 29 minutes. But I'm just going to review it as a movie anyway because I'm not going to do just a thing not called a movie review because I'm counting it.
It's horrible. It's the worst thing I've ever seen. Don't ever even try and find it. I do not recommend this unless you're a masochist, in which case you like hurting yourself.
And you like thumbs for some reason.
Oh yeah, if you got a thumb fetish,
This is for you.
that's for you. Oh boy, there's a lot of thumbs.
That's all that this is. But
Thumbs.
I do want to talk about a few things in this.
Thumbs.
Okay, so the movie starts out how basically anything Star Wars related starts out. The words rolling up. I didn't even read it.
CGI happens.
Yeah, but there was one clever joke at the start, though. I'm not gonna lie. I do like that one of the ships ran into the words. I do like that.
I didn't find it that clever.
I found it pretty clever, in my opinion. But that's really the only thing I'm gonna say positive about this. Except for the fact that it ended. That's very positive. So, this movie, if you can even call it that, starts out with the credits and all that stuff, and how A New Hope starts. But by the way, don't let this title fool you. This isn't a parody of The Phantom Menace.
I wish.
This is a parody of A New Hope.
Now I'm curious, what would Jar Jar look like in this movie?
I am actually really curious.
He looks so bad originally. He's also Jar Jar's staring me down.
Oh yeah, on my shelf. How you doing, Jar Jar?
I'm gonna beat you in that staring contest one day.
Okay, but this movie, and it starts the same way it did. Well, we get introduced to Princess Bunhead. Was that her name? I don't even care. I'm just gonna use their Star Wars names. I'm not using their freaking parody names. I'm using their Star Wars names.
Like
Princess Leia. Princess Leia, even though that's not Princess Leia, but I'm gonna use it anyway. Princess Leia is basically the same thing. The whole plans and all that stuff, basic thing you already know. But it's with thumbs. And her hair is sticky buns. You can see that on the back of this. I don't know how you can see that.
you can see it on the front.
Oh yeah, the front too. I forgot she was on the front. That's how bad this movie is. I forget she's on the front. And for some reason, this movie starts, like the actual start of it is a dude who's talking about, he has his face like blurred and like hidden. It's like he doesn't want you to know he's part of this.
He's on the back.
But yeah, he's on the back of the dang thing, and I'm guessing.
And there's pictures of him in the movie. Like it's him, and then it's got pictures. Remember? And then it starts up the credits.
So I don't remember.
Or whatever the opening credits.
So this movie, I will say, but it starts out with some pretty bad CGI. But I'm not gonna criticize that too much because it did come out. It did come out in 1999.
Originally.
So, yeah.
We saw the
I saw it in 2008
Yeah.
for the first time.
That's when I saw it.
And on Cartoon Network. We'll talk about that in a minute. But the movie itself, I know it's not a movie, but I'm just gonna keep calling it a movie just to. But it's so dumb. I can't lie. Some things are clever. I can't lie. I didn't really mind the model for C-3PO or whatever his name was. It was actually pretty neat looking.
Same with R2.
R2 was a little neat too, but I'd say those are the only neat looking things to the movie.
They use thimbles for the helmets on stormtroopers
and
Darth Vader.
Or Black Helmet Man.
Black Helmet Man. I'm gonna call Darth Vader Black Helmet Man from now on.
Thing is though, about those stormtroopers and stuff, they were actually all right to look at. They weren't art eyesores.
I didn't care for like. I didn't care about the stormtroopers.
Thing is, freaking this predicted the way stormtroopers were gonna look now. Like the First Order stormtroopers. Because they look pretty similar, I'm not gonna lie, with the helmets. But, okay, so...
Death Troopers.
That's what they called them?
I was pretty sure that's what they called them.
Or were they called thumb... Oh.
No.
Well, they were still stormtroopers.
Are they still...
They're still stormtroopers. I had the movie right over there on my shelf.
Somewhere I saw Death Troopers, but
it's probably from some video game or something.
Or it could just be like a variant of Stormtrooper.
Maybe.
Why aren't we talking about normal Star Wars?
Talking about Star Wars.
When we could be talking about this monstrosity right here.
Okay, so the movie itself is bad. Not even gonna sugarcoat it. It's bad. There's no redeemable qualities about this. It's not the worst thing I've ever reviewed, but it's definitely up there. Definitely nothing can really stand up to Food Fight, even though this is a close second. Like, I've reviewed a lot of bad movies. And
to be honest, I'd rather watch Food Fight.
Well, it's tied for me. Like, it's really hard.
Well, I mean, Food Fight...
Oh, another thing
Food Fight's so bad that it's good at times.
Another thing about this movie, there's a literal human butt crack in this movie.
Han.
And plus, keep in mind, this aired on Cartoon Network.
You forget what else was airing at that time. That's not really a big deal at that point.
Yeah, but it was a literal human butt crack. They never showed a literal human butt crack before.
I found a thing on the floor.
I
found this.
I don't even know what that is.
I don't either.
But what I was saying is, the movie is just bad. And this is the first Thumb movie. There are more. This is not the only one.
There's a Godfather parody.
There is the God Thumb. There is Franken Thumb.
Thumbs up, we need to turn this into a series. Because we can get an entire pack.
Was that an intentional pun? You said thumbs up. Was that an intentional pun?
Maybe.
Thumbs up.
I may have been holding that in for this review since we watched that movie.
By the way, tell me guys in the comments think about my new hairstyle. I really like to know. Okay, back to stop talking about my hair. Something about this movie. Oh, it's so bad. And the thumbs are so ugly to look at. Especially Chewbacca.
Chewbacca's freaking hilarious to look at.
If you guys want to see us watch this, by the way, it's on Daily Motion. So definitely
probably without any sound though, because Raymond's an idiot.
Hey, shush. But we did watch it, and you get to see our overall reactions, all four of us. It's just crazy and horrible. Such a bad. But I think I remember the Franking Thumb one actually being a lot better than this, because I just find it more funny than awful. But I do think I didn't even know there were more besides those two. There's also a Thumbtanic.
Godfather.
That was called the God Thumb. It was also called. There was another one. I forgot what the other one was. But they're so bad.
There's like 6 of them.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it was like.
There's a 6-pack for like $60-something. Get that if you want to see them.
Yeah, I will review the others in the future. But boy, did these movies stink. This movie stinks. I can't say anything about the others, but this one stinks. I'm glad it was only 30 minutes long because I could not have took a whole movie of this. It's just, why would you make this? Why would you turn Star Wars into thumbs?
Obviously, he was a stupid man or a freaking genius.
Maybe he hid a hidden gem and no one knows about it. The movie's just bad. If you need a recommendation for a good Star Wars movie, watch an actual Star Wars movie. Or if you want something that's more aimed towards the kid demographic, watch the Star Wars The Clone Wars movie.
Yeah, or Star Wars Rebels. That one's pretty good.
Yeah, just don't watch
Watch
this.
the series. Heck, watch some of their old stuff that's not canon anymore.
Just watch anything.
Anything
but
but
for
this.
Pete's sake, watch the Star Wars holiday. Nope, never mind. Shut up, Raymond. Don't watch that either.
Have you seen it entirely?
I've seen most of it. Don't
I've
watch
seen
that.
the whole thing.
We got to do a review on that.
Oh boy, we're gonna find it, and you know what? We're gonna do it tonight, guys.
No,
Probably.
we're
No, we're
not.
not.
No, we're not. We'll get that
No.
in the future.
No, expect Smash
Eventually.
Brothers.
Tonight.
'Cause I'm gonna kick his face in with Ryu.
Okay, so, but this movie is bad. I'm going to give my rating. You can't do a 0 out of 5 because I don't do 0s out of 5. It's got to do a 1. I'm going to give it a 1.
0.1.
It's a bad movie.
I put a 0.1 because I can't do 0.
It's bad. It's so bad. It might be worse than Food Fight. No, I'm going to go ahead and say it. This is worse than Food Fight.
In my opinion, I'd rather watch Food Fight because it's so bad, it can be good at times. This movie wasn't even funny to me. You can ask him, I didn't laugh a single time. I just sat there in silence. I had my freaking box cutter. I was thinking about it. I had
It's awful.
my wrist. I was thinking about it.
It's awful. It's awful. Do not watch it. Do not recommend. The other ones might be better for all I know.
God, I hope so.
I remember the Frankenstein one being actually legitimately funny. As long as there's no more butt jokes or nothing like, you guys know how I hate those kinds of jokes.
They're just
awful.
They're too easy to do. They're
So,
not even
guys,
funny.
That's all I gotta say for this video, guys. I don't think this is on iTunes, but if it is, I'll put the link. But why you
Don't put a link. Don't encourage
why you
them.
would want to get this movie, I have no
Don't
idea.
encourage them.
Why you'd want to get this, I have no idea. I'm sorry. Goodbye. I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm not even doing my whole outro for this. This movie's just too bad. This movie doesn't even deserve the whole outro.
This movie deserves to burn.
We'll see you guys.
Foreshadowing?